Hello everybody, welcome back to a World of Warship Blitz video. This is one of what I would call the filler videos, where I'm filling in some of the ships that I don't have in my port. For those that have been watching, by now you probably will have seen one or two of these. The Phoenix is one of those, and there's a couple of others that are coming out as well. Really it's for newer players, and it's really an evaluation of these ships. So this is the Tier 3 French cruiser, the Friant, which I loved when it first came out. It is basically, the great thing about it, unlike other Tier 3 cruisers, is that it has turrets, which means you can focus your fire. The bad news is that it's actually quite vulnerable because it's a cruiser and it's a French cruiser, and it's not particularly manoeuvrable. In fact, it turns like a pig. Has good long-range torpedoes. The guns are great. So it's sort of typical French, and it's sort of in line with Russian ships. As you can see here, what I'm trying to do is fire at long range, set some fires, having to put a fair bit of angle on to get those guns going. But as you can see, the range on this thing's pretty fantastic, although that ship's well within it, and he's well within torpedo range too. Although it's a bot, and I've learned that bots seem to have magical powers for dodging torpedoes, so I save my torpedoes for the human players. Besides which, once you set a bot alight, they sort of let it burn, so that sort of makes up for it. Anyway, so basically we're trying to burn down the close ships and see if we can deal with some of these other ships coming around the edge here. So we've got our Friant, we've got that Wyoming, that Bogatyr is a Tier 3 Russian cruiser, and it has long range guns and is it can be quite an annoyance. So what I'm trying to do here is keep the distance, get ships burning, get them out of the game. There's one of the Danais gone. So I'm sort of targeting the Danais because the Danais are something more or less that I can target. That Danai is going after Isuchi. We'll put some torpedoes in the water. Has two sets of 2 torpedo tubes per side. So all that does is that forces that Danai into a turn, so that I can bring my other torpedoes to bear on him. And there we go. Now he's probably going to be trying to deal with us as we try and deal with him. We hit him with 4 torpedoes, but that's still not enough to take him out. And we're going to have to finish him with guns. Well, look at this. Should have fired a spread, I think. We've got the Bogatyr coming around, and I've assumed that last shot's finished him. He fires to remind me that it hasn't. And yeah, well, that's, yep. And as you can see, the ship turns slowly, the guns turn slowly. That's what I needed. And then I've got this Bogatyr, so we let him have 1 set of torpedoes. I'm not sure what's happening there. He seems to have glitched out. But I'll take the hits. And a couple more torpedoes, put them on widespread. So basically we fire some behind his path of travel, so if he slows down or turns in, he's got those to deal with. He doesn't slow down or turn in, so he's a good shot, but he's not a great torpedo dodger, and that's the game done. So the Friant is really a long range ship. It's not a brawler. It's got great accuracy with its guns, so it's a little bit like a Russian cruiser, but with better torpedoes and slightly worse dispersion. It was definitely a comfortable little ship to play, and it's very much in line with how the French ships run. It's got good AP, good HE, so it's fairly good all round. Just don't brawl, because you can't. So 3 kills, 61 main battery hits, 8 torpedo hits. That other cruiser must have done phenomenal. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you found it educational. Catch you next time.